All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Rubidoux Creek Outdoors. I'm so glad y'all are here. Today, we're calling this Kissing Krane Wednesday. That's right, Kissing Krane Wednesday. I've been looking at them. They've been staring at me, and they're like, "Hey, you need to clean this. Come on now, come on. You need to clean this so you can put us away or possibly carry us one day as an EDC." So I'm like, all right, I finally gave in. And that's what we're going to do today. We may get to the, another gentleman reached out. I forgot what his name is because I suck at names, but I snipped the picture, which I'm not going to show y'all because it's got his address, but I do owe him a sticker. He wants to do a sticker swap, so I guess he's got another channel. I just ain't had time to look over there, see what his channel is. But he recommended, so I got multiple different points of view and different recommendations on that, on this bone. It's winter bottom Coke. It's a large Coke bottle with winter bone handles on it. It don't look too bad, but what I think, this has got some, either just from pocket worn or something, there's like a little bit of finish inside here. So he's saying, he recommended doing brown dye. I don't have any, so, but I have seen them with black, you know, the real, so I don't know if they had two different colors in them or if they originally were black, they had black lines in them and they just fade and turn brown. I don't know. It don't look bad now, but some of them it didn't want to soak in, but because I think it's just got like a, I would say like some kind of finish that's keeping the dye from soaking in. So he told me to take some light grit sandpaper, and I've got this 3M, and I think this is about 300, if I ain't mistaken. It's either 300 or 320, something like that. If I remember seeing the package right. I'm just going to use that to go in here and kind of rough it up a little bit, clean it out good with some rubbing alcohol. I have some paint degreaser stuff, but I feel like that stuff's a little bit hard. That rubbing alcohol, I think it's less, the possibilities of it messing something up is less. I'll put it that way. So I don't know if we'll get to this in the video, but he said the key was to take a little paintbrush. That's what I did, and let each side soak for about 4 to 5 hours. And like I said, probably won't do this in this video, but that will be in a future one because I ain't giving up on it. I mean, it's a pretty cool EDC. I might carry it. I mean, as long as I'm not going to abuse it, it shouldn't hurt anything, right? But it's definitely a good talking piece. You whip that out, somebody's going to they're going to look at it. That's for sure. So, but yeah, so we will get to it. Less this and more working. All right, so we'll do the small one first. So what I plan on doing, I really don't, because this is probably all original. If I had to guess, I could be wrong. There are a difference in color a little bit, but I mean, heck, somebody could have went in there and put stain or who knows. But there's like some crud on the wood. And that's kind of what I'm doing. That's the end state. Is I just want to kind of sand it down a little bit, kind of smooth it out just a little bit because it's got a lot of scratches and stuff. And I probably ain't gonna get all of them out because without really going down on it and you know, putting some weight on it and digging in, taking a lot of material away. I don't want to do that because my plan is I'm gonna come back with some Rubidoux Creek Outdoor wax on the wood, and it should, in theory, because I've done it before, but like I said, I don't know what kind of wood this is. It's a German made knife, so it may be some type of European oak or not really sure. There may be, probably could find out on a website, Google or something, but it's still probably, you know, I'm sure this company made a lot of knives and different models, because these are different models, different sizes, right? And might have used something, but it's probably a hardwood of some sort, if I had to guess. But this is what we're doing. We're going to clean them down, and then I'm going to clean inside a little bit. That should be it. I'm hoping it'll kind of bring her back a little bit. So I didn't want to go too deep, but I did smooth it out a little bit and get whatever this varnish finish that was on these handles off. And I didn't go too crazy with it. There are some little dings and stuff in the wood, but I don't want to keep sanding down because it's going to eat away with the wood scales. Also, you know, some of these got scratches. They look like good high carbon steel, but I'm going to use the buffing wheel and do that on these and see what that looks like versus using the fiber wheel, because it's really not hardly any rust or anything on it, so I don't see the need of it. And that fiber wheel will put scratches on these blades, so you got to be cognitive of that. So we'll get over here, buff on the blades, and then we'll get in here and clean a little bit inside both of these knives. All right, let's get to the wax right here. Cleaned them up pretty good. Like I said, it's still got a little bit of oil got on the wood. That's okay. A lot of people used to use the wood as a preservative. I guess you could with certain oils, but even petroleum-based oils, right? But I want to put this good wax on here. Let it soak in. I sharpened had to reprofile the edge on the blade. I didn't have to use a sander or nothing. I just did it with the it didn't have any nicks or anything like that in it. I just used the little work sharpener. These are high carbon steel, probably 1095 or some sort. Like I said, it's going to have rust without completely taking this apart. One day I'd like to, if I had time. I don't think it's overly complicated, but I'm not sure what kind of setup these pins are. It's almost like a pin inside of a pin. Not really sure. You don't see too many knives like that. But we're going to put some wax in there. And this wood, since I took some of that varnish off, it's definitely going to soak up some of this wax here. So I'm set that to the side right there, and we're going to get this other one. I'm being careful because I put an edge on these, and the suckers are sharp now. So I got to be careful applying this wax. And so do y'all. Y'all got to be careful as well, because if you ain't paying attention, you will slice finger, especially with it popping back. Springs are pretty stout on these. So I'm just putting a light coat, letting it soak in. Remember, go away from the edge, the cutting edge when you're doing this. Not to insult anybody's intelligence, but things can happen. So we'll let that soak. It should bring out the colors in the wood, but I feel like actually this little knife's got better looking wood, but anywho, just letting it soak in. You can massage it in however you want to do it, but it's some good stuff for sure. Just gonna let it soak for a second and we'll wipe it off. All right, let's get to it. Wipe some of this excess off. That side is definitely prettier than that side, but I guess it's all in the eye of the beholder. But it's got some strong, yeah, wood looks good. Don't look too bad. Got this one here. Like I said, I think this one's, gotta be careful, that edge is sharp. I think this one's got a better piece of wood on it. And I can always sand some more on it and then apply some stain and a lacquer too if I wanted to, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it as is. Just keep a good coat of wax on it. I mean, I get polyurethane kind of protects the wood. It's what it's designed for. Kind of give it some bling. That wood definitely looks better to me. A little better piece of wood, but I don't know. I wish this side matched that side with a cut of wood. But yeah, turned out pretty nice. Like I said, and these blades you can keep. This one's got a little more wear on it. You see how it's kind of. I mean, these were working man. These wouldn't made for being just sitting around being pretty. They were a working man's knife back then. Real simple design, but durable. But yeah, let's see how this one cuts. Let's see here. Yeah. It's kind of, only thing we're doing that, the wax. When you got a coat of wax on there, paper will kind of stick up on it, but it's still slicing. If I can get it to, it's tearing before it cuts. There we go. Pretty good. I'm going to watch my fingers, y'all, because it will pop and cut. Yeah, it will cut. See how strong this sucker is? Now watch this. If you stuck your finger in here, I'm trying to think of something I could use to stick in there other than my finger. I mean, you can see how. Look at that. See that? Cut it clean through. That's why I say if you had your finger in here, it'd be a bad day. For sure. Anywho, giving you an example. But that's it. I've been wanting to do that for a while. They needed it before they got put up. Like I said, it's about impossible to get all that. I'd have to sit here and clean. I mean, really taking it apart and getting in there. So best I can do, like I said, get a little bit of this oil. I don't know how much. These are $5, $6. I got this for it was like $2.99 or something at Walmart a while back. I think that's what I paid for it. Of course, they probably went up on price a little bit. But it keeps from spraying everywhere. I mean, that's what I got it. It's good oil. Nothing wrong with it. Just got a little more precise on the application, right? It ain't spraying everywhere. Even with that little nozzle. Just putting a little bit, not much, just a little bit. That's all you need on that pivot right there. But that's it. Right there. Mission accomplished. Hey folks, hopefully you liked what you see. Like I said, it should be not too long of a video, especially the time I do a little bit of editing or whatever. I've been wanting, there's something, those I've been wanting to clean. So y'all are getting to see me cleaning them because they're on my hit list. I've been looking at them because I knew they had a lot of rust and stuff inside the springs, inside, like especially around the pivot points. They still snap and everything. It's just because those knives, they're pretty to us now, but back then they was just a good, well-made knife. They got almost probably oversized springs in them. They were made that way to be durable, right? And those are probably post, more likely those two are post World War II, or either during or right before. Made in Germany. What's crazy is it could have been a Nazi soldier carried them. I don't know. I mean, anything's possible from back then. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that there's a possibility of that history of those knives being there because they're German-made Kissing Krane. So, but yes, they're well-made knives. I think they still make new ones. I think the company may be still in business or somebody done bought them out. I haven't really went down. I ain't really paying much attention to that. But either way, I'm sure they'll still make good knives, especially with some of the updated steels and stuff that they have today. It'll be interesting to see one. If they weren't too expensive, I'd get one, but I don't know. I'm sure they're over $100. But yeah, this crazy world, y'all stay vigilant, stay positive, stay motivated. I got it, a lot of crazy stuff going on, but sometimes, when things have gotten so bad, it's hard to dig back out of it. It's just going to take time and perseverance to get out of it. That's the word I'm trying to say. Just going to have to be patient. We're going to see what happens. But that's why I say you always stay vigilant. Situational awareness. Stay positive. If y'all down, what's they call it? Down Debbie, down and out. And trust me, I can vouch for it. It will mess you up. It can mess you up psychologically, emotionally, irritability, all kinds of stuff. That's why you got to find something else to do. There's a lot of guys that, start these channels. I'm not sure if it's monkey see, monkey do, or whatever it is, but it could be a scapegoat, as they say, in a positive way, to get away from that. Just you kind of put your mind on something else, right? So that could be for anybody doing something, working on knives, working on your own knives. A lot of people, get inspired to work on their own knives because they got all these pocket knives and stuff, and they've been probably sitting, hand-me-downs, or been sitting somewhere, or wasn't stored properly, need to be cleaned before they get deteriorated any farther. So, like I said, you can always go to these channels. You can go to this channel, go to other channels, and see different techniques. You can see some of the equipment. I'm not endorsed by anybody. I welcome to be endorsed, but I'm sure that'll probably never happen. But yeah, I just use equipment that works for me, and I mean, you do what works for you. I'm a Harbor Freight junkie. Probably been that way since I can remember. You pick your battles when it comes to equipment in Harbor Freights, and now they got their different qualities. Like their ion tools and stuff is probably just as good as Snap-on or something like that. Because yes, you got quality with Snap-on, but you're buying name. You're paying for the name, just like Harley. It's the name. It's a show out. Right, I have a lot of tools. I have some ion, but a lot of mine are the higher end Pittsburgh specials, and they work just fine for me. If I break them, guess what? I go get another one. Simple as that. When it comes to tools and stuff, I try to buy USA made tools, but I've got a lot of Craftsmans and stuff like that, right? That I bought over years. And those are stuff that you can look at when you go to these antique stores. Even though they look a little grungy, as long as the gears or something not messed up in the wrenches, get it, clean it up, use it. Preserve it before it turns into scrap metal. So I try to get stuff like that. I don't always get all of it, because it's like, okay, I'm hoarding up all this stuff. What am I going to do with it? But I try, like files and stuff like that. I try to save the American ones, because don't tell them where they end up at. But enough of that. I could make I probably need to do a podcast, do a whole video and just talking live. I don't know if anybody will connect to it or not. We can just talk it out, but I need to have my iPad up where I can see the questions and stuff, while I'm filming. But that may be coming in the future. We're just talking it out, see what everybody thinks on certain things, and be pretty interesting to do. So, like I said, thank you for all the support. Thank you for buying the wax. I really, really do appreciate it, y'all. I really, really do. I look forward to making videos. Like I said, I ain't getting nothing out of it. I don't get paid. I don't do anything. I just do it for fun. And I'm letting y'all see some of the stuff when I do get the chance of cleaning things or fixing things that I want to get done. And y'all get to see it. So thank you again. I hope to see y'all next time. And hey, y'all always tune in. You feel free to do so. And don't forget about the Whatnot channel. All right, still got some knives over there and some wax. See ya.